Namaste everyone. Today I want to invite you into a quiet miracle happening inside you every single moment. A miracle where science meets spirituality, where neurons meet consciousness, where your past does not imprison you and your future is not fixed. This miracle is called neuroplasticity and its silent partner is synaptic pruning. These are not just biological processes, they are life teachings written inside your brain. For a long time, science believed that brain was fixed, that once you reached adulthood, your brain stopped changing. But modern neuroscience revealed something deeply spiritual. Your brain is plastic. It changes with experience. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every habit you repeat, every belief you hold physically reshapes your brain. Neurons communicate through tiny connections called synapses. When you repeat an action or thought, those synapses strengthen. When you ignore them, they weaken. Spiritually speaking, energy flows where attention grows. Your brain obeys this law. Neuroplasticity means the brain's ability to rewire itself. If you practice kindness, kindness circuits grow. If you practice fear, fear pathways strengthen. If you practice gratitude, peace becomes easier. And if you practice anger, anger becomes automatic. In spiritual language, this is called samskara, mental impressions. Every repeated thought leaves a trace, not just in your mind, but in your physical brain structure. So when spirituality says, watch your thoughts, science quietly agrees. Now comes the beautiful process of synaptic pruning. Your brain creates many connections, especially in childhood and adolescence, but it does not keep all of them. The brain asks a question: what is being used? Connections that are used is kept, and connections that are unused is gently removed. This is pruning. Just like a gardener cuts unnecessary branches so the tree can grow stronger and healthier, our brain keeps the necessary connections that are used and removes the connections that are unused. Spiritually, this can be related to vairagya, letting go. Your brain is constantly asking, what no longer serves your growth? Teenage are a holy window. During adolescence, neuroplasticity is high, synaptic pruning is intense. This means habits form faster, patterns lock in deeper, and identity gets sculpted. Spiritually, this is the formation of inner self. What you practice now becomes your default later. This is not pressure, this is power. Some people ask, if the brain changes, why do painful patterns stay? Because the brain does not judge experiences as good or bad. It only asks, is this repeated? If fear is repeated, fear networks grow. If sadness is lived daily, sadness pathways deepen. But here is the spiritual truth backed by science. No pathway is permanent. Neuroplasticity never ends. When trauma-shaped brains can heal, why can't you heal? And it can be healed with awareness, safety, compassion, repetition of new experiences. Healing is not erasing the past, it is rewiring the present. Now let's talk a little about meditation. Meditation is not escaping the mind, it is training the brain. Brain scans show meditation. They show that meditation strengthens attention networks, calms fear centers, and increases emotional regulation. In spirituality, we say that meditation is witnessing. When you observe thoughts without feeding them, unused synapses are slowly weakened. This is synaptic pruning in silence. Old reactions dissolve, not by force, but by non engagement. Science says neurons that fire together wire together. Spirituality says you become what you repeatedly identify yourself with. If you keep saying, I am weak, I am broken, or things like I can't change, your brain believes you. But if you gently repeat, I am learning, I am healing, or I am growing, new pathways form. Not instantly, but inevitably. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. A small daily habit like 5 minutes of silence, 5 minutes of gratitude, one conscious breath, one kind action, if repeated daily, reshapes your brain more than one emotional breakthrough. Spiritually, this is called sadhana, daily practice. Your brain loves rhythm and your soul, it loves sincerity. Here is a liberating truth. Thoughts are events, not identities. Neuroplasticity proves that thoughts can be unlearned, and synaptic pruning proves that old patterns can fade. Spirituality reminds you that you are the observer, not the content. Where awareness increases, compulsion decreases. Let me end with this. Your brain is not against you, it is obedient. It becomes what you repeatedly offer it. Every moment, you are either strengthening an old pattern or planting a new one. You don't need perfection, you need presence. You don't need to fight the mind, you need to guide it. And when science and spirituality walk together, healing becomes not just possible, it becomes natural. So remember, you are not stuck, you are not broken, you are plastic, pruning, and profoundly capable of transformation. Thank you for listening. Be gentle with your mind. It is learning how to serve your soul.